So really quick, because just quick. I might be doing stuff outside or something. Man, it's too hot to make a fire pit. Man, I want to burn stuff. I might do it later tonight. But anyway, and when I meant about burning stuff, I mean about pretty much my mom's documentations and stuff. Because we don't have a shredder, so burning is the next option. Besides, it's fuel to the fires. I might do it tonight. I don't know. Anyway, where are we going? I am not going all the way down there. You know the stickers, right? And my shoes are holy, so they're going to get in my foot, and that hurts a lot. Did you even stop, dude? I don't even think you stopped. Oh. Anyway, so today I'm supposed to go work at Dominos, but I'm not going. So I'm thinking this is going to be the reasons why I'm not going back to work. Because normally I don't do this when it comes to jobs that I get. I basically work to the best of my ability, and then if I find something better or something like that, then that's when I quit or move on. Ooh, that's an old Jeep. That is an old Jeep. That's a semi-old Jeep. Not quite as old, but semi. Anywho. But yeah, so I'm going to be posting up my schedules that they created, or that the GM created, and tell me if this GM posted pretty much her whole crew for one night. I mean, it's basically her whole crew. You got almost all the managers there, and then, okay, just mind you, not all the people that are listed is actually listed. What I mean by that is that, okay, so they had pretty much all their drivers except for 2 of them. They also brought in another driver from a different store that got transferred. So that is, they have a total of about like maybe 6 or 7 drivers total. But anyway, so they got almost all their drivers for this one shift, except for 2. So they didn't have the day off. And then for insiders, they had me, my sister, and then they also brought aboard 2 other people, my roommate and my other roommate, and Jim's friend. So they're not even on the roster yet. Okay, so let's see. So all the drivers plus me, my sister, my roommate, and Jynx's friend. Okay, so all the managers. That's a lot of people. Number one, that's a lot of people. Granted, that like 2 or 3 of them were from open shift, but they stay all the way to like 8 or 9. But then again, they also had to stay a little bit later because of rush hour. So if you know that, see, my thing is, this person that did the schedules and everything is a bad judgment for this person. Because, okay, number one, my background when it comes to the food industry, I was a manager in training, aka a shift lead, technically, when I was working at Taco Casa, my second time. Not my first, but second time I was. And did you get a sticker? Where are you going? Jynxie, let's go this way. Watch out. Hey. Come. Okay. So, for my days, there is something in my shoe. Yeah. Okay. So, for my days of being a manager in training, aka a shift lead, because I was a shift lead as well. Granted, there was but like two of us during a shift, but when I was a shift lead, I knew my shit. You know? Ooh, I want one of those. I want one of those. Alright, come here, babes. Sit. 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 She don't listen well. But then she got distracted by our new neighbors over there, so. Hi. Okay, let's go this way. But anyway. So when I was a manager in training, when I was a manager in training, I've learned a lot. And one of the things I learned and stuff was that when it comes to the people that is working on your shift, position them in a way that is best productive for the shift, you know? Take your strongest, put them where you might need them the most, your weakest. Try and find their strong points. Pretty much what they're good at, you know? So, like, I can tell a lot of people about this. Like, if I was a manager at Dominos right now, what the manager on shift, well, dang it, it's kind of hard to figure out who's the manager on shift, because you got the GM there and the closing manager. Aw, there's cute little butterflies in this area. How cute. Anyway, so, but they basically did everything wrong when it comes to their insiders. Okay? So, one thing that they did wrong is that pretty much positioning people. So, at first, like with the GM was the one that was positioning everybody. Okay? That's number one. So at first, I always start out boxing. Those people look like they're lost. Anyway, it's the same sprinter that came down from Halton Road to Beach Street. They're now heading back to Halton Road. They did a turnaround and is heading back to Halton Road. Come on, babe, still working over there. But anyway, so here's what I'm saying. So first off, the manager that was supposed to be the shift lead in charge, she basically got us all positioned in what we need to do. Like, she knows that I'm good at boxing, so she had me at boxing for right now. Till we got a rush, and she knows that I can't quite do a rush yet, like getting them all out and stuff. So she knows that the GM is going to take over for the boxing / oven section, because I can't do it yet. You know? I mean, this is probably like my second week working there. Oh yeah, which by the way, heads up for everybody, I quit. So this is my quitting video of why I'm quitting and stuff. Hey, no, we're going this way. Come on. We're going this way. But anyway. So I knew I was going to do something. So when the rush first started, the GM had me as a runner along with somebody else. because we're still newbies, you know. Well, the other person was technically still new. I think like last night was her first night, so they had us as runners, okay? Make sure that the delivery orders got into a bag, so when the drivers come, all we have to do is just hand them the new bag that had new stuff in it, or give them a new order, and then we get their old bag. Simple as that, right? Well, because it was a downtime period, you do not change positions on your crew. Because, okay, so when it was a little bit slow, the GM decided to let me and the other runner go ahead and break down some boxes because the truck came in that night or that day. So she let us break down the small and like the boxes that you get on Dominos of like the smaller boxes, the extra small and the regular smalls. For like the side orders, you know, like the tater tots and sandwiches and buffalo wings and stuff. Well, just the wings and boneless wings. I guess it doesn't really have to be buffalo flavored. But anyway, you know, those boxes, right? So we were in the middle of unboxing them, and while also doing getting the driver orders ready. But because there's more carry-outs and stuff, we were still doing boxes. Well, because it was downtime, the GM thought it was a great time to send me to the line and let me make the pizzas. It's like, okay. And then she didn't like how the what we call skins, but it's basically the dough. She didn't like how the dough was forming and stuff because, well, number one, we weren't doing it. Me and my sister was just talking. I was actually doing the sides. So it was two other people that was doing the skins and weren't doing them. They were doing it fast enough that it wasn't really good per se. I'm gonna stay right here for a while. Anyway, so it was horrible, right? The whole night was freaking horrible. So that's one of the mess-ups. I mean, yeah. I mean, if you're a floater, you can actually help out. But then please tell me why, when we got another rush, and then the DM came by to help out. Why is the DM, the GM, and then a regular manager is on making pizzas while you got two newbies on oven and boxing? That is not right. In so many levels. Definitely newbies, you know? That is so totally not right, you know? Yes, we gotta learn, but you don't throw them to the freaking wolves on their second week when it comes to having a fucking rush, man. You know? So, yeah. We were pretty much pissed off about it. And then when the DM came by and stuff, one of the managers, which we know, because she's the one that got us hired on, which is Jen Lowe, but anyway, she basically told us to stop bickering and arguing, because of the DM being there. It's like, we're not arguing, we're just having a fucking mental break, okay? Yeah, we had a mental break last night. So much that because they were just going on and just making more pizzas and this and that, they weren't going to listen to us about stop making pizzas for right now. We gotta catch up. No, they were still gonna make them. It had to take them to call another manager that just left his shift from the morning. It had to take him to say, you guys need to stop making them because we need to catch up. That's when they stopped making it. And then so let us being runners because we were scheduled from like 3 to 11, which they don't even see. That's the other pet peeve. I'm sorry that this video is going to be so long, but this is going to be raw and unedited, but with the title card and everything. But I'm just telling you my experience of I working for Dominos and why I'm not going to work there anymore. But yeah, the managers, they're disrespect for their employees, basically. My sister was trying to help them out on a hot plate, basically, where when your order's done, they keep them warm till you get there for carryouts and stuff. So she was trying to help to make sure, like, read the receipts and stuff, or even trying to help boxing. The manager that came in rudely told her to don't touch anything and just to move out of the way. It's like, okay. Well, then when she was trying to help with the receipts, he also released, like, don't touch anything and just get out of my way. It's like, no. This right here is poor management at this franchise. Come on, we're going this way. We're not going to your friends right now. Come on, you're panting, you're tired. But anyway, so yeah. So we both had a mental break, and because of that, they clocked us out. So I was like, and we're supposed to be working at 11. So all in all, because I'm the one that pays the bills for the house, I can't do this job. Because number one, reasons that is because even the slow days, like, you're not supposed to clock out anybody when you're in the middle of rushes, okay? Really, like, from the experiences that I had working at fast food industries, and believe me, I worked at different kinds, and I worked at Burger King, Whataburger, Taco Casa twice, this one, Starbucks, but it's in Kroger's section, not Kroger's section, well, it was inside of Kroger's. So technically I was working for Kroger, but I was working in their Starbucks area. But still, Starbucks and, what's the other one? And Craft Culinary for their concessions. So all of that, I was working for all of that, right? And my managers, like the managers and stuff, they pretty much know the rules and stuff about management. Okay? When it comes to managing, and please do comment down below if it's different for every single franchise or fast food place. But my knowledge definitely seeing that I was manager on shift before. Our roles were basically, when it comes to rush, you can't really send anybody on a break or send them home unless the labor's high. And actually, technically, you can't really send anybody home unless the labor's high. But that's only for, like, the slow days. Number two, you can't really send anybody on a break or home when you're in the middle of a rush. And basically positioning your crew correctly. I don't know. But when it comes to, like, sending people home and stuff, you can't really send anybody home unless the labor's too high. And then when the labor's too high, that's when you try to send them on breaks. Rotate everybody on breaks before sending people home. You know? They don't even give us breaks. That's number one. Nobody gets breaks at Domino's. But because of that, we get to be sent home early. Okay, so that's probably one of the reasons. No breaks, but you get to be sent home early. Ooh, is somebody moving in? Someone's moving in. Okay. Who are you and where are you going? Are you going to my neighborhood? I bet he's calling the Durango. Well, then I'll see you guys later. I'll figure out where you're at. I'm not a stalker, peeps. It's just, when it comes to U-Hauls, it's like, sorry for another squirrel moment, but when it comes to U-Hauls, to me, it's like two different reasons why a U-Haul or any moving truck company, mostly U-Hauls is what I've seen. When they're in your neighborhood, there's like two reasons why they're in your neighborhood. Number one, the reason is that person doesn't know where he's going. That's not number one. One reason is that it's actually one or two reasons. So first reason is somebody might be moving in your neighborhood, or the second reason is there might be moving out your neighborhood. It could be either or both. But also, how you know somebody might be moving in is it depends on if you've seen any houses on sale. That's in your area. Come on, quick! This Kia's coming. Good girl. Anyway, so yeah. That's the story of why I'm not working at Dominos anymore.